Hello, how's it going today, everybody? I'm going to be doing the second car review on my channel, and believe it or not, it's another first-gen Tacoma. This is my second personal vehicle, and like I said earlier, it's the second Tacoma I've owned. A little backstory about the first one, the black 02 Tacoma, which was the first car on this channel that I reviewed, was involved in a rollover accident. Not my fault. We'll get that out of the way, but unfortunately I do not have ownership of that truck anymore. It served me great for the year that I had it, and yep, moving on to different things. So here we go. I'm going to start off this review. Anyways, moving along here with the review. Today I'm going to be going over my 2004 Toyota Tacoma. This is the double cab, four-wheel drive, and it has the 3.4 liter V6 engine. 4-speed automatic transmission with the four-wheel drive controls there. This has the charcoal interior color. And one thing I might note here is that these are the seats from my last truck. I actually salvaged a couple things off of it after the accident, which were pretty much things that I thought would be necessary to transfer over to this truck. One of the other things being the tailgate here, actually. When I purchased this truck, it had a very rusted out tailgate. Also rear bumper from the last truck. The new 04 that I own actually has a snug top topper on it as well, cab high. But yeah, for being a 13-year-old truck, you know, you have your usual dents and scratches here and there. I actually had the topper repainted, and it's all fiberglass, and it was all scraped up and stuff, so there's definitely blemishes and whatnot on here, but nice topper. Has sliding windows on both sides. This truck also features the TRD off-road package. Also on this Tacoma, there are some Pro Comp aftermarket rims on here. I believe they're 18 inches. But yep, Bigfoot 31-inch tires all around. I also have some aftermarket mud flaps here installed on the front and the rear. Like I mentioned before, I took the rear bumper, I took the front seats, the tailgate, and I believe that's all for the parts that I took from the last truck. But so it's nice to kind of have that. I'll always remember the first one now. I got the parts on here. I also want to mention is these fender flares used to be paint matched with this truck, and they ended up being really scuffed and all that, so I just took them off, which is a real big pain in the butt, by the way, because what holds these flares on are these blue and red clips, and they're a specialty part that you can only get from a Toyota dealership. Little on the pricey side, but it was worth it in the long run. I just ended up putting some spray-on bed liner on them. Looks pretty good. I was thinking of going along the rockers too, just kind of following this line on both sides and just go with the bed liner. I've seen that's a common thing on the first gens. But yep, as far as that goes, I just have the wheel arches bed lined for now. Let's go ahead and get some interior shots now. I'll start with the rear of the cab. I also just have some store-bought floor mats. Got them at O'Reilly for like 10 bucks. Came with the fronts as well. But yeah, opposed to my last Tacoma, this one actually has the 4 doors, all automatic windows, electronic. But yes, there's a middle seat belt as well. It just all tucks back behind here. Seats come down. And like I said, these are the seats that I took from my previous 02 Tacoma. The original seats in this truck had the leather backing, and there were no mat pockets in the back. So it's nice to have those. Also here in the back, 2 cup holders for the rear passengers. There's a little storage box here. I just like to hold change in there. To the front, there's those floor mats again. Let's go ahead and hop in here. As far as storage, you have this bigger compartment up here, and you have another little one down here. 2 cup holders. If you have the pre-runner, then you will have 2 extra cup holders up here because there's no 4-wheel drive control. Like I stated earlier, 4-speed automatic transmission. Here's the gear selector here. This new Tacoma that I own has a Kenwood aftermarket head unit here. Nice steering wheel cover. Also, it has the rear differential locker. You have your trim or your brightness setting for the gauge cluster. And I'm not really 100% sure what this power button is here. Driver's side door here, you have control over the power windows and mirrors here. You just select the side with this switch here, and you can move them any direction you would like to with this little dial here. Also, you have a window lock and your lock and unlock switch. Go ahead and take the key here. One thing I also wanted to show you is when I purchased this truck, the owner never mentioned that the bulbs in the gauge cluster were all completely burnt out. So the day I bought the floor mats, I also went in and purchased some LED bulbs for the backing. You can see that they're white there, you can dim them too. But yeah, I used all white LED bulbs for the gauge cluster now. I'm hoping I'll get a longer life out of them. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and start the engine now. As you can see there, 217,304 miles. And now I'll go ahead and get an engine bay clip for you. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the iconic Toyota 5VZ FE. I've had 0 problems with this truck so far. I've owned it for about 7-8 months now. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review now with showing you the bed of the truck. So here's what I'm working with here. I have a Rhino Liner spray-in bed liner here, which was currently in the bed of the truck when I purchased it. And I think the 3rd or 4th day I owned it, I got this rugged liner lay-in liners, lay-in bed liner set in here. You can see that there. And then I have a factory Tacoma bed mat laid in here, which I got for free, so got plenty of protection for the bed. Excuse the bike. I also have this dome light set up here. Yeah, that little dome light comes in handy when I'm camping because this is where I sleep when I go, right in the bed here. So it's nice to have. Alright, well I think that just about does it for this review. Drop a comment and let me know what you guys think of my new Tacoma. And let's see if we can get some feedback on this channel. Drop a like and give me a subscribe, and be expecting some reviews soon. So I just want to give a big thank you to everybody that clicked on the video. I appreciate your time of day, and I'll see you on the flip side.